I am here to answer the age-old question of polarized versus non-polarized. Eyeglass Tyler here from SportRx. I'm an optician. Hopefully I can help shed some light on the topic and help you pick the right lenses for your next pair. So I am here practicing social distancing, and so welcome to my humble abode in my little space here, and I'm talking to you about polarized versus non-polarized lenses. What I want to talk about specifically, the topics I want to hit on, let's just start with, what even polarized means. I'll also talk about if polarized lenses are going to protect your eyes better. I'm going to talk about if non-polarized lenses don't protect your eyes as well. I'm going to cover how to tell if you have polarized lenses in your own pair. And finally, we'll talk about if we think it's worth it or not at the end of all of this. So let's jump in. So what even is polarized? So a polarized lens means that there is a filter on that lens and it's cutting light on the horizontal plane, because that is where the majority, if not all, of glare exists. And by glare, I mean light bouncing off of other objects. So we're talking the asphalt, windshields, vehicles, especially the water. If you fish, you know you need polarized. It's really important. So it is just that. It's going to help cut through that really harsh glare that tends to be less usable light and mostly annoying light. So that's kind of nice, right? So with that being said, are polarized lenses better for your eyes? Physically, like health-wise, no, it isn't actually going to protect your eyes any better in terms of the health of your eyes. It'll protect your eyes a little better against annoying light, certainly, because it's going to be cutting that glare, and that glare tends to be less usable light anyway. So in that regard, it is a positive. It's going to be nice to have that, even though it technically isn't better for your eye health. It is just better for your overall experience when you're looking through your sunglass lenses. And in some cases, like I said, for fishing, it's an essential because it's going to make it so that you can see through that glare and into the water. So especially if you're looking for fish, being able to see through that water, the surface of the water anyway, is really important. So then the follow-up question we get to that is, do non-polarized sunglasses not protect your eyes as well? And from a health perspective, it's not going to be less protective to your eyes as long as you're getting a good quality pair of sunglasses. Polarized or not polarized. If you're getting a cheap pair of like dime store kiosk sunglasses, they might not be UV rated. That is super important. You want to make sure that you are protecting your eyes against UV exposure, and UV light coming through those lenses will be bad health-wise for your eyes. So definitely make sure you get a good quality pair of sunglasses. And by the way, if you need them in prescription, polarized or non-polarized, check us out at SportRx. We would love to help you with that. We are well equipped to get all of that ready for you. But to get into the meat of it, it is not going to be less protective for your eyes to get a non-polarized lens. In some cases, it's actually better, especially in some sport scenarios. So we have other videos, by the way, that go into more of the nitty-gritty in the specific sports that we recommend or don't recommend things like polarized for. You should check those out. SportRx YouTube channel. So this is just a fun little how-to for you, and that's how to tell if your glasses that you've been wearing are polarized. If it's a dark lens, it could be polarized. If it's a clear lens, it's not. I'm almost certain clear polarized lenses don't exist, at least in eyeglasses, sunglasses. Maybe out there in the science world it might exist, but in eyewear, I've never seen clear polarized lenses. It's only going to be in a dark or a sunglass lens, tinted lens. And what you can do, and the best way that I've found that's the fastest and most accessible way to determine whether or not you have polarized lenses in your sunglasses, is to take them and look at them, look through them at a computer screen. If you look at a computer screen and you rotate that lens on a computer screen, you'll notice that the screen, it gets weird. The color changes. It might even black out the computer screen completely. And that's a pretty quick and easy way of determining whether or not you have polarized lenses in your sunglasses. Also, if you've ever worn them, the most common thing that I see with my polarized lenses is when I'm at the gas meter. When you're looking at the prices and all the numbers ticking by, I find that I have the most issue with my polarized lenses and looking at that. It's very obvious when I'm wearing my polarized lenses, looking at that. So there you go. Now you know how to see if yours are polarized. So the $1 million question, is polarized worth it? I don't know. It depends on you. It depends on what is most important to you. And in that, there are a bunch of different questions that I would have to ask to know if it's right for you. And another quick shout out to SportRx, because if you call us, we have opticians that are just waiting and eager to talk to you and help you through that process, help you decide what's best for you and what'll be perfect for your specific pair, because it can depend on sport, your intended plan, for how you're gonna wear them, where you're gonna wear them, what sport, whatever. And so there are a lot of things that can decide whether or not polarized is worth it for you. Sometimes no, sometimes yes, sometimes, like I said, it's an absolute necessity. So I pretty well covered what I think you need to know in terms of polarized versus non-polarized sunglasses, what you should get for your pair. To quickly summarize what I went over was a little tutorial, what a polarized lens even is. I discussed polarized in terms of if it's better for your eyes, more protecting, and then if non-polarized or not as protecting, and then I even let you know how to find out if what you're wearing presently are polarized, because that's a cool little tip, and then ultimately if they're worth it for you. So hopefully with this information, you're able to determine what is right for you and your sunglasses and what you should get. And by the way, if you do decide to order from SportRx, you never have to worry about getting something that you're not happy with or doesn't work for you. And that's thanks to our See Better guarantee, which pretty much just guarantees that you're gonna be happy with what you get. No matter what that means, we're gonna make sure that you're happy. You just have to talk to us. And like I said, we have opticians just waiting to help you through this process, especially if you need prescription lenses, because that can get really intimidating. There are a lot of options outside of just polarized versus non-polarized, and we know what we're talking about. We're well versed in all the options and what'll be right for you. So don't hesitate to reach out to us. We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully this was interesting or valuable. If so, throw us a thumbs up. We have relevant videos to check out there. And also, if you subscribe, you'll hear about those relevant videos first. And also check us out on our social media outlets at SportRx. Why not?